Hi guys, I'm Ayush and you're watching my channel Dibbly Dobbly. Time to suggest some of the best players for the last league match of this World Cup, Australia versus South Africa, to be played at the Old Trafford Stadium in Manchester. This match could have been so exciting had it not been a dead rubber. Australia and South Africa, two opponents that played possibly the best ODI match ever 20 years ago in the 99 World Cup semi-final. And then of course, South Africa was the opponent when the two Australian stalwarts, David Warner and Steve Smith, were caught for the sandpaper gate and they had to leave international cricket for 1 year. Against a familiar opponent, South Africa, it would be exciting to see both of them play again. Of course, this match is still important for Australia because they'd want to win and go in as number one, because in that case they'll play New Zealand in the semi-final, and that too at the same stadium. South Africa would be looking to play for pride, and also because a lot of their players would possibly be playing their last World Cup match, if not their last ODI ever. This match will be played at the Old Trafford ground in Manchester. This is a ground which is a decently high scoring ground. We got the highest score of this World Cup here at this ground when England scored 397 against Afghanistan. But besides that, lately the pitch has started to hold up a bit in the second innings and the spinners could get assistance. Also because there is some showers expected in the morning, this pace bowlers may get some swing. Coming to the list of players that you can look to select in your Dream11 team, here are my suggestions. Among the keepers, I've gone for Quinton de Kock, who's had a bit of a lackluster tournament, but against an opponent like Australia, he'll be fired to perform well. From the batsmen, I've gone for the top three of Australia because they'll be doing the bulk of the batting. David Warner and Aaron Finch, who've been tremendous as an opening pair in this World Cup, and Usman Khawaja, who's looking better with each match. From South Africa, I've gone for their captain Faf du Plessis, who should surely be playing his last World Cup match ever and would like to leave a mark. Among the all-rounders, Glenn Maxwell is expected to miss this match because of a slight injury. So I have gone for a South African all-rounder. I've gone for Pretorius, who was the man of the match in the last match and will bowl first change. You could also go for JP Duminy, who will also be playing his last ODI match ever. Coming to the bowlers, there are a lot of exciting options from both teams. I've gone for the top two bowlers of South Africa, Kagiso Rabada and Imran Tahir. Rabada is always fired up against Australia and I expect him to give it his all in this last World Cup match. This will also be Tahir's farewell ODI match, and he's been a brilliant performer for South Africa, especially in World Cups, and in his last match all of us would like to see him take a few wickets and go for that long run that he always does after taking wickets. From the Australian bowlers, I've gone for Mitchell Starc, who's been on an amazing run in this World Cup, and then I've gone for Jason Behrendorff, who should open the bowling with Starc, and Nathan Lyon, because South Africa has a good number of lefties and Lyon will take the ball away from them and should get a good number of wickets in the middle overs. As the captain, I'd like to go for David Warner, who was at the center of that sandpaper gate that happened in South Africa, and against an opponent like them, he would want to play a big impactful innings. As the vice captain, I think Australia would have an upper hand in this match, and hence going for an Australian bowler, either one of the top two bowlers, that is Jason Behrendorff or Mitchell Starc, could be a good option. I've gone for the safer option Starc, but you could also consider going for Behrendorff as a good differentiator. As a couple of surprise picks, one interesting strategy in this match could be to actually leave out Quinton de Kock and go for Peter Handscomb instead. Handscomb will play this match because Maxwell, as I said, is injured, and Quinton de Kock has a known issue against the left-arm bowler, so there is a chance that someone like Starc or Behrendorff can get him out early. In that case, because if you leave out Quinton de Kock from your team and go for Handscomb, suddenly you'll have a lot of points open and you can use those points to go for more frontline players in the other section like Feluk Wayo or Steve Smith. Another South African batsman who's had a good tournament is Van der Dussen. Van der Dussen plays spin well in the middle overs and he could be a good pick, especially if South Africa bats second, because he can play Nathan Lyon well. So those are my final suggestions for this important Australia versus South Africa game. I know it's a dead rubber, but both teams will want to win for their own reasons. Make sure you watch out for the toss and see if Australia is resting any of their key players and if South Africa is giving a chance to someone new. That's it from me for Dream11. If you like my suggestions during the World Cup, please follow my channel Dibbly Dobbly. Thanks a lot.